Good morning, children. Today, let us learn the last unit of the semester 1. The name of the lesson is The Emperor's New Clothes. In this lesson, we are going to learn about an emperor who had a rare weakness of clothes. But before that, let us read some hard words and meanings. The first word, emperor. Next, weakness, officers, minister, dressing room, splendid, arrangements, exceptional, swindlers. The last one, fabulous. These are the hard words. Now let us go to the meanings. The first word, exceptional, unusually good. Next, ploy, a cunning idea to turn a plan to one's own advantage. Swindlers, people who make money through illegal ways by treachery or smartness. Next, humility, being humble or modest. Exquisite, extremely beautiful and alluring. Summoned, called upon. Astound, taken by shock or surprise. Majestic, impressive beauty or scale. Last one, duped, deceived. These are the meanings, children. You can see in the textbook and learn. Now let us go to the lesson. Once upon a time, there lived an emperor who had a very rare weakness. All he was interested in was clothes, clothes, and even more clothes. My lord, the officers are waiting for your inspection, the minister said. Oh, let them wait, said the emperor, looking at all his clothes and trying to decide what to wear. My lord, you have to be at the meeting in half an hour time, the minister reminded. Oh, let it wait, said the emperor. Thus it became well known that instead of looking after the affairs of his kingdom, he spent more time in dressing room in front of the mirror. Strangers came into the city, made merry, and had a nice time. One day newcomers came to the city. Who are you? The people asked. We are weavers, they said. Nothing in this world can beat the clothes we weave. What's so special about them? The people asked. Well, for one thing, they are finest clothes with the most splendid colors, and more than that, they appear to be invisible to foolish people and also to those who are unfit for their jobs, the weaver said proudly. Wow, that's something really special. The people marveled. We've never heard of such a thing before. Soon the emperor too heard about the special clothes. Who else in the world is worthier than me to wear them, he thought. Soon he made arrangements for the two exceptional weavers to come to his palace. Little did anyone know that the two men were looking for means to make quick money. The invisible cloth was just a ploy used by them. So the clever swindlers knew that no one would dare say that the cloth was invisible, for it would mean the person was a fool and that he was unfit for his job. I will come to know how many fools and wise men there are in my court, the emperor told himself. I am very keen to get my clothes done in this special fabric at the earliest, he said to his minister. It shall be done, your majesty. The swindlers bowed before the emperor in false humility. Then after some time, the swindlers pretended to work hard and fast. At the end of it, they acted as if they were holding the clothes which were ready to be worn. So after some time, the emperor pleased and made arrangements to get the finest silk and gold threads to make the special fabric. The swindlers set up two looms and started working. They moved their arms and feet exactly as though they were busily weaving the fabric, but to the human eye, nothing was to be seen. The expensive threads which the emperor had brought in for the making of the fabric disappeared into the bags of the swindlers. The emperor was curious to know how far the making of the exquisite fabric had progressed. So he summoned his honest minister and asked him to find out. The minister could hear the noise of the looms. The swindlers were at work. They sweated and panted and paused only a brief while to rest their aching arms. But there was nothing on the looms, no fabric, no thread, nothing. Could it be that I am a fool? How will I tell the emperor that I did not see the fabric? He would think I am unfit for the post of minister. Then I would lose my job. I will not risk that, thought the minister. How is it? The swindlers asked. I have no words, said the minister. We will need more threads. Please make arrangements to get them here at the earliest, the swindlers said. It shall be done, said the minister. Not a single piece of thread went into the loom. As before, they disappeared into the swindlers' bags. The minister went back and told the emperor of the fabulous design and the marvelous fabric. It is indescribable, my lord, said the minister. Still, the emperor was curious, so he sent another trusted official to find out about the work. The official found the swindlers at work, but there was nothing on the looms. For sure, I'm not an idiot, but why can't I see the cloth? Am I not fit for my job? He wondered. I should not tell the emperor, suspect that, or else I will lose my job. How is it? Asked the swindlers. Amazing. Such beautiful colors and rarest of rare designs, said the official. He went back and told the emperor of the great fabric and the wonderful designs. The emperor was pleased and wanted to see the cloth for himself. Soon, followed by a group of important officials, the emperor marched to where the two men were at work. He was astounded to find the looms empty, even though the men were at work. Isn't it awesome? Said the minister and the other officials who had already been there once. The emperor blinked. He was puzzled and worried. Could it be that I am a fool? What will the people think if I say I can't see anything? Will I not be considered unfit for ruling over them? The bewildered emperor decided to play a safe game. He too pretended that the fabric and the pattern on it was the most unique in the whole world. I must try this on at once, he said. Not yet, there is some more work to finish, said the swindlers. Your Majesty, you must wear it for the procession, said the people who were with the emperor. The swindlers pretended to work hard and fast. At the end of it, they acted as if they were holding the clothes which were ready to be worn. The emperor rewarded the swindlers with a cross and the title of Sir Weaver for their exceptional talent and hard work. Your Majesty, it would be good if you first remove your clothes before putting these on. Mind you, they are as delicate as a spider's web. You will feel as if you have nothing on, said the swindlers. The emperor was mighty pleased. His noblemen exclaimed about the splendid fabric and the astonishing work. After the emperor undressed, the swindlers pretended to get him into the trousers, coat, and mantle. They even made a show of typing up the sash at the waist. The procession is about to begin, said an official. Well, how do I look? The emperor asked. He looked into the mirror and did not see even an inch of cloth on him. Majestic, so regal, grand. Thus came the responses one after the other, the emperor was assured. The noblemen bent down and pretended to hold up the trailing mantle. They followed the emperor with their fists in the air. People thronged the streets to see the emperor in his magnificent new dress. Everyone praised the beauty of the dress, for no one wanted to be taken for a fool. Suddenly, from the crowd, a little voice rang out. Why are the people talking like this? He does not have any clothes on. It was puzzled voice of a small child. Suddenly, the people who had been praising the beauty of the clothes all this while began to shout. Just as this child says, he has no clothes on. As naked as a newborn baby, they said, a child can't lie. Soon the whole town began to shout and laugh. The emperor realized that he had been duped but had no other option but to continue to pretend that he was still wearing the invisible clothes. So he held his head up high and his noblemen continued to follow him, fists in air. It is adapted from a story by Hans Christian Andersen. Hope you understood the lesson. Now let us go to the grammar part of the lesson. The first section we have look at the words given on the left and fill in the missing letters in the words given on the right to find out the synonyms of these words. So first one clothes, apparel, attire. Next emperor, ruler, king. Next sacred, holy, blessed. So these there's some more words in down of that section. You can write on your own the missing letters. Next section we have make sentences with the following words. They have given you the words, you have to make your own sentences by looking at the word. The next section we have question and answers. Now let us go to the question and answers. The first question, what was the one thing that the emperor was always interested in? The answer, the emperor was interested in clothes. Second one, where did the emperor prefer to spend most of his time? The emperor preferred to spend most of his time in dressing room in front of the mirror. Who could not be able to see the oven cloth according to the swindlers? According to the swindlers, foolish people could not be able to see the oven cloth. Next, the fourth question. Why did the emperor send his courtiers to inspect the cloth? The emperor was curious to know how far the making of the exquisite fabric had progressed, so he sent his courtiers. Next, why didn't anyone tell that there was no cloth being woven? The answer, no one told that there was no cloth being woven because they did not want to be called foolish. Next, what did the two ministers say after seeing nothing on the loom? The answer, the two ministers said that the cloth was indescribable and amazing. Next, what did the two swindlers say to praise the quality of the cloth? The swindlers said that the cloth was as delicate as a spider's web. The last question, who made everyone realize that the emperor was naked in the process? A small child made everyone realize that the emperor was naked in the procession. So these are the question and answers. The next section we have fill in the blanks with suitable words from the hint box. They have given you the answers in the hint box. You just have to pick them and write in the blank which is correct to that particular blank wherever it is necessary. The first one, clothes were the emperor's weakness. The first one is weakness. Next, two dash came to the city and pretended to be dash. Two swindlers is the first blank, and the second blank is weavers. So like this, you have three more fill in the blanks. You can see from the hint box and write the correct word. Next section we have underline the adjectives in the given sentences and state their types. So they have given you the sentences. You just have to write the adjective form of sentence wherever it is necessary. Look in page number 65. You should see from these examples and write the correct sentence. First you have to underline the adjectives and then you have to write whichever form of sentence which it will come under. The next section we have fill in the blanks using appropriate adjectives from the given options. They have given you the options already. From that option, you have to write the correct adjective in the blank. First one, the dash man sprinted past the car. The young. First one is young. Next, the old king was dash man, a strong man. Like this, you have many blanks below that. You can see from the book, from the hints that they have given you, write the correct word in the blank. Now next part of the lesson we have is City Rain. It is a poem. The poem's name is City Rain. It's all about rain. So rain in the city, I love to see it fall, slantwise where the buildings crowd, red bricks and all. Streets of shiny wetness, where the taxis go, with people and umbrellas all bobbing to and fro. Then rain in the city, I love to hear it drip when I'm cozy in my room, snug as any ship, with toys spread on the table, with a picture book or two, and the rain like a rumbling tomb that sings through everything I do. So it's all about the rain, children. When rain comes, people use umbrellas and walk up and down. And we can see some more things in the picture here. We can see the taxi, and the author is explaining what all we'll do during rains when we are on the roads. The author of the poem is Rachel Field. Now let us go to the meaning. Slantwise. The meaning of slantwise is on a slant or at an angle. Bobbing, a quick shot up and down movement. Cozy, giving a feeling of comfort. Snug, homely and comfortable. Rumbling, a deep voice. Now next section we have the learn words. Look at the pair of words given below. Some of them are synonyms while others are antonyms. Write them in the blanks where the given pair of words are antonyms or synonyms. The first one, shrill or loud, synonyms. Its antonyms are opposites, synonyms are meanings. So we should write the correct word in the blank. Next, rough and gentle is antonyms. Next, snug and cozy is synonyms. Like this, you have some more blanks here. You can write on your own. The next section we have up question and answers. We have to look. Let us learn the question and answers now. The first question: how does the speaker love to see the rain fall? The speaker loves to see the rainfall slantwise. Next, what are the buildings in the city made of? Answer: the buildings in the city are made of red brick. Next, why are the streets shiny with wetness? The streets are shiny with wetness because of the rain. Next, how do people with umbrellas move on the street? What else is seen on the street? The answer: the people with umbrellas are bobbing to and fro. Taxis are seen on the streets. Next, how does the speaker feel being in his or her room on a rainy day? The speaker feels cozy and snug in her room on a rainy day. Next, what does the rain sound like? The rain sounds like a rumbling tomb. The last question: what are the objects lying around in the speaker's room? There are toys and picture books lying in the speaker's room. So these are the question and answers you have in the poem. The last section we have is learn grammar. So it is positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. They have given you the examples also. See in the C section. Write down the comparative and superlative forms of the words given below. The first words they are positive degree. The second two blanks they have given you here. In these two blanks, you have to write the comparative degree word and superlative degree word. So let us see the first one: hard, harder, hardest. So like this. In superlative, we'll mostly use est at the end of the word. In comparative, we'll use er at the end of the word. That is a difference between comparative degree and superlative degree. So first you hard, harder, and hardest. Next one, big is positive degree. Comparative degree is bigger, and superlative degree is biggest. Like this, you have some more examples, some more blanks here. You can write on your own, understand and write correctly. So I think you all understood the lesson. If you have any doubts, you go through the lesson and the grammar part, which is very important in your test or in your exam. You should learn with the correct spellings. So be safe at home, and see you in the next class.